Yeah, I can take that. That's a good look. This motherfucker runs his ass off. I ain't never seen nobody run like this. I done had some niggas run on me, but this cat here, look, Joe, that nigga ran on me so bad I quit the game. Told him something was wrong with my internet. Oops.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
Damn. Call those disappointments?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, let's see what we can do out here. This is not going to be an easy thing.
Got it. March 50, march 50, march 50. Watch the out, watch the out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Fire.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Almost got away.
Before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front line back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Go. Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo.
Now Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
God damn.
11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another one of these blitzing motherfuckers. It's all right. We've been working on something.
Set 90 Wolf. Hey, wahoo. 44, Mike, 44. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. 44 is the mic. Ready?
Jones on 3rd down.
Come the fuck on, man.
To escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play fake. Mayfield. On the move to his left.
Yeah.
Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
Damn.
Out of bounds and close. The question was,
This ain't good.
touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff.
This shit don't make no sense.
Oh, that's you, partner.
It truly don't.
Jones now to throw for
What the fuck happened?
and he's
Wait, what button I hit?
at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from
God
people.
damn, dude, you running the same shit.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
Whoa. Fellas.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now.
Fuck is the vibration for if the shit ain't gonna go out of bounds?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Runs through the contact. And inside the 20 before
That nigga should have fumbled.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Fuck.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb.
Of course.
And he takes
They'll always leave the fucking ends open.
Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So
Damn.
furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What up, Crip?
What's going on?
They had to run for
I'm
no
finna get my
gain.
ass whooped on this game.
25 on 2nd and 10.
What?
This dude that got the Browns in this other league.
Mike spoke.
Here's Jones.
God damn, man, come on!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What Joe at? No, he ran.
That's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week.
He was. I don't know where he
I
went.
think that's 6.
Probably went to go smoke a cigar or something.
Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home.
That's some of the stupidest shit, man.
That's a concentrated
Hate
team
playing
effort
niggas like
because
this.
You have a lot of guys who occupy
I just
blockers
don't like this
to
shit.
allow him access
All you
to
do
rush
is
the
blitz,
passer.
blitz, 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 blitz.
Yeah, that's
Man. This is
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught by Funchess. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in their own territory, but they only need a few.
Come on,
inches,
motherfucker,
so they're
hurry up and
gonna
get to the
go
line.
for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
He didn't get it.
And this
Fuck!
will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Give me that. God damn it!
Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
I would have rather seen my goddamn interception I was trying to get, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
That's where you should have been going.
He's got it.
Fuck, what the fuck you coming over to the side for ain't shit there?
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Get the fuck out of here!
This will leave him a yard
Man.
short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Excuse me.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, this is Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through.
I'm going to start playing like everybody else in these old fucked-up-ass leagues. I'm going to just start blitzing, doing all them old cheesy-ass shit.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still?
Come on, man.
You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Same fucking defenses, man. Please.
This time they double it.
Hate playing people like this.
It's fucking dull. And you want to see shit refreshing.
Right. You want to see something.
Third down.
Some
0 for 3 to this point. They
original.
can use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's
Sad,
3rd and
really.
1.
Check 50.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pinch buck.
I'm starting to feel
Pinch buck. Pinch buck.
You know me.
Pinch buck.
Normally,
Pinch
I have
bucko.
empathy for
Pinch
the
bucko.
QB, right? In this
Pinch
case,
bucko.
Devin
God
Booker constantly
damn.
pressed this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Niggas ain't got no
This is
motherfucking,
away, and I don't think
no kind of originality to themselves.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The
None.
12-yard line.
Nigga, I'm changing my shit up. You don't see me coming the same
It's been a
shit.
good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
Fucking
But it's the
bullshit.
NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Suplex.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I'm gonna get beat on this.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
180. I got you. 50 more to Mike. 50. Hey, alert 33. I got you.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
180. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
High 7. Defense wins championships, baby. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Exit, exit. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
Oh, y'all got beat.
He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I just ain't into the cheesy shit.
The Indy offense.
I can't even get myself into the shit.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. 3 bucks. Hey, Zoo. 44 is the Mike. Mike, go.
Throwing Jones. It's
God damn.
And this won't be enough.
This shit is so fucking retarded, man. I don't even want to fucking continue. I just let this shit run down going in the 3rd quarter.
The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
180. Okay, on this defense. No. Pistol. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd and 2, Jones into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says,
"Get the fuck out of here!"
Except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, "Hey, let's get 3, right?"
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run on 1st down. Brooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Bravo! Hurry!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Mayfield.
Get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Mike Popo. Big stop, Key. Big stop.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Real.
Throwing, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Pinch Bucko. Pinch Bucko. Motherfucker. Do you know any fucking thing else? Pinch Bucko.
Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, watch this, watch this. Blue draw Corker. Watch twist, watch twist.
They go right back to Mack. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Landry. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Browns.
Hurry!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. Yeah, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check. Let's go, D. 44, Mike, 44. Ready?
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Funches has it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run here with Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Call you. Niggas ain't got no originality, none.